for me, at what point do we say enough is enough? I'd like to play for you sound from Judge Ludick on Trump judicial attacks. So just take a listen to this.
From the first time that the former president began his attacks, vicious attacks on the federal courts and the state courts and their individual judges, his objective was to delegitimize those courts so that when and if they ruled against him in the various matters that he's been charged with, then at least his followers, if not a good part of the nation, would dismiss those rulings against him as having been politically inspired and motivated.
Tim, this has been the game plan since day one. Every judge that this man has appeared before has known this. He has twisted the system into knots. In effect, what he's done, and this is to Simone's point, he's put his trials on trial. He's put the whole process on trial. So this just isn't, oh, Donald Trump committed a crime, let's go through the regular judicial process. This is the entire system is on trial for trying him. Tell me where I'm wrong in this, because, you know, with all due respect to Christie's point, her last point, no judge is going to put Donald Trump in jail for running off his mouth and threatening a family member of a judge or a clerk of a judge or a judge himself. I just don't see it, because if they were, they would have done it by now. They had a lot of evidence and reason to do so.
Well, never say never, because I think, you know, I do think, Michael, that because Trump is testing the system the way he is, and because he's so uniquely situated to do it by virtue of two things. One is he's a former president, so he's being given a benefit of the doubt that an average citizen wouldn't get. And he's also uniquely unhinged, so he has no remorse or conscience around the things that he's doing. So he'll continue to do it. I think for Judge Merchan to put him in jail for violating a gag order, Judge Merchan needs to have a tighter gag order than the one he issued. The gag order he issued didn't say Trump couldn't go after the judge, couldn't go after the judge's family, couldn't go after the DA. And undoubtedly, he'll go after potential jurors and witnesses. So that opens the door to other possible crimes, witness intimidation and obstruction of justice. I think Judge Merchan should issue a tighter gag order on Monday. The DA's office has asked him to do that. And if Trump violates it, he should be put in jail. I think the reason there is hesitancy around this isn't simply because the judges are scared of him. I think it's because people are worried about political backlash. They're worried that when Donald Trump posts an image of Joe Biden bound and gagged, held hostage in the back of a truck, if the Secret Service were to show up at Donald Trump's doorstep for having done